If you in a bad situation, you gotta realize it's your fault, especially when you knew right from wrong, especially when you knew better than to get in that situation. When you get in bad situations, it ain't nothing left to do but detach. You have to remain attached. You have to realize that the situation you in is fake. The situation you in don't even exist. Like I had a job. It was a job I was working at, and I was a forklift driver. This a couple years ago. I was a forklift driver, and it was dudes in there. They wanted the forklift job. So my first 2 days, first couple days, the dude that owned the actual job, he pointed me out. He singled me out, and he asked me if I know how to drive a forklift. I said nah, and he said, "You want to learn?" I said yeah. So ever since then, I was a forklift driver. But then after that, I started dealing with like a lot of hate and negativity was coming my way from people that been there. So they hating on me because they looking at me like I took their spot. You know what I'm saying? And there was a lot of weird energy, a lot of weird vibes and negativity. But every day before I went to work, as soon as I woke up, I meditated. On my breaks, I was reading books, meditating. So I always kept my energy. I stayed in contact with my divine through all the bullshit that was going on. Even when I'm working, I had my earphones in. Sometimes I had my earphones in, sometimes I didn't. If I couldn't, but like if I couldn't like get away with having my earphones in. But when I had my earphones in, I wasn't listening to regular songs. I was listening to songs that kept me in that state of mind that I was in. Or I was just listening to frequencies, you know? So I stayed in my high vibrational state of being, and it stopped me from reacting how I normally would have reacted. Cause that's what you have to do when you're in a bad situation. You have to remember the bigger picture. So you can't allow negative people to suck you into their negative ways. You can't allow negative people to suck you in. You better than that. You know you better than that. So you got to detach. You have to remain detached. You have to realize nothing exists. Nothing matters. The shit you going through right now, it don't matter. It's not real. It's not real. You making it real by putting your feelings into it. You making it real by interacting with it, becoming attached with it. It's not real, and that's why you have to keep yourself in high spirits. You have to keep a strong connection with your spirit. And when you in bad situations, when you actually in negative situations, like see most of the big part about having peace and having a high vibration is you avoid negativity. You do everything in your power to avoid those type of situations. But what do you do when you in those situations? First, you realize it's your fault because you knew better and you should have listened to the signs. You should have been on your path that you knew you're supposed to been on. But it's gonna be harder when you actually stuck inside of a deep negative situation. Like at that point, like I had another job. I was working for I was a healthcare technician. And the The energy of the place I was working at was so negative. It was so bad. And everything I did before I went to work, I meditated. I meditated when I woke up. I'm listening to frequencies on the way to work, meditating in the car. But as soon as I walk in the building, as soon as I pull in the parking lot, I feel a big ass negative swift of wind just hit me. Because it don't matter what you do, it don't matter how high your vibration is. Once you trapped in negativity, and once you trapped in negativity, you in there. Like I explained to somebody, and I'm like, man, you can be as clean as you want to be. Let's say you clean, but if you got a bar soap and you standing in the pool full of piss, it don't matter. You keep using that bar soap, you keep washing yourself off. You still standing in a pool full of piss, and that's like the negativity. If you stuck in a room or a building or a place full of negativity, it's just so negative to you. It's draining your energy, draining your spirit. It's only so much spiritual work you can do before you realize the only thing left to do is everything you can in your power to get out of that situation, no matter what it takes. And you have to be detached because, like I said, you have to realize it's not real. You have to remain detached. You have to remind yourself the whole time it's about detachment. You have to realize it's not real. Whatever your whole day, wherever you at in that situation, your whole time, everything you do with your time need to be to keep your spirit high. Whatever you're looking at need to be to keep your spirit high. Whatever you listen to, whatever you watching, whoever you talking to, whatever you doing, when you in your own mind, it need to be to keep your spirits high. No time is to be wasted. Meditate. Make a schedule for your meditation. Meditate at this time. Do it again this time. Do it again this time. Because meditation, that's the thing. Meditation not about just watching your breath or just sitting there in silence. That's cool too. But it's about really just realizing and getting in. It's about realizing what really matters. It's about detaching from everything around you. It's about getting to know yourself, having to sit down with yourself, having to sit down with your soul, letting your spirit talk to you, reminding you that nothing that's bothering you is real. It don't matter. It don't exist. Snap out of it. You have to snap out of it. See, the reason you living in hell is because you ignored all the signs that was to get you, that was gonna prevent you from living in hell. The reason you living in hell is because you took shit for granted. You took things for granted. Maybe because you had life easy. Maybe because you ain't never been through nothing to where you felt like you needed to take it serious. Or maybe you were just playing around. Maybe you was making mistakes. You just slipped up and got yourself in a bunch of bullshit situations. But whatever it is, as long as you keep yourself in high spirits, you gonna get out of the situation. Have talks with your spirit, talks with your God. You have to look at the positive in situations. See, like I said, every time you level up in life, a new situation, a new problem comes. Not even problem, that's perception. That's because you perceive it as a problem. It's gonna be a problem, but not new problems, but new things you have to conquer. A new stage, new levels you have to beat come to your life. You done with that old level. You got rid of it. You passed it. You out of it. You ain't in a whole nother. You in a whole nother situation. So there's no need to sit there and drown in that situation you currently in. Just congratulate yourself and be glad that you achieved the goal to get out of the old situation you was in. You got out of that old situation. Don't get so stuck into the new situation and get depressed by the new situation already. Celebrate that you at the old situation. Realize how far you came. That's what you have to do. You have to realize how far you came. When you going through shit in life, you gotta sit there and look at it. Okay, I can complain. Like I said, I say every life, every level in life has its own problems you have to conquer. But sit there and think about the point you got to now. Think about how many levels you conquered to get to this level. Would you rather deal with this problem or go back to would you rather deal with this problem at level 5 or go back to level 1 and deal with that problem? Because you're trying to get up there. You're trying to get to level 10, 20, 30, 35, 45, 80. You're trying to get up there. So if you're not even strong enough to make it through this level, what makes you think you can get to the next level? How you gonna ask God to give you the next level in life if you can't even get through this one? If you stressing about this level, if this level right here you currently at is beating your ass, you're not ready for the next stage in life. And you're gonna be stuck in a cycle. You're gonna be keep living in the cycle if you don't conquer this level you at now. And there's no way you can conquer a stage in life where you're going through negativity if you can't detach. If you can't get over the fact that this ain't real. If you can't stay in contact with your spirit. If you can't keep your vibration at a high level. Do everything in your power to make sure you keep negativity from around you as much as possible. If you're around a bunch of negative people, if you got to wear earphones, put your earphones in all day, every day. Charge them. Go take a shower real quick. Let's say you in a bad situation and you living with people that you don't want to live with. Let's say you just had to move out somewhere and now you living with people. They told you could stay there and they act like they appreciate you. They act like they cool with you being there. But you feel like you see the negativity. You could tell they don't want you around. Here's what you do. Like I said, your whole day, every day. See this now you don't get tired of trying to better your life. So every day, all day, you need to be trying to get out of that situation. Job applications all day. Applying to jobs need to be your job until you get a job. When you go to work, you work 8 hours a day. This 8 hours a day you need to be applying to jobs. Apply to so many jobs that you get tired, like, whew, I need to take a break. Go take a break. Get back to work. Apply to jobs. Apply to more jobs. Apply to more jobs. Like I said, keep your earphones in. Listen to your music. Whatever you're gonna do, stay in your be. Whatever it's gonna take to keep you in your own world and keep you zoned out. Do that. If your earphones, let's say you got wireless earphones, AirPods or Beats, and they die. Cool. That's the time now. Go take a shower. Even if you already took one, go take a shower. Go take another one. Give your earphones time to charge. Or take another shower. Go for a walk. You know what I'm saying? Take a nap. Go to sleep. Meditate. Go in the shower and meditate. Go for a walk. That's a form of meditation right there. You have to realize if you living in hell, you're the reason that you're living in hell. But it's not a bad thing because we all got things we going through in life. We all got things we're trying to conquer in life. It's always things constantly getting thrown at all of us in life that we have to beat, we have to conquer. Nobody life is perfect. Either you working at something financially, you working at something physically, or you working at something spiritually. And some of us doing all three. And I didn't say mentally because mentally is a form of spiritually. As long as you working spiritually, that's mentally too. So some of us is doing all three. Some of us is doing some. Some of us ain't doing the others. Some of us good in some areas. Some of us not good in other areas. But it don't matter. And this thing don't matter what nobody else doing. It's not about competing with other people. It's about your life. Don't feel like you behind in life because your life has a journey. You got your own journey. It's about embracing your own journey, falling in love with your own journey. Just fall in love with the process. Don't get attached to the current stage you at. Know it's your fault. Accept that it's your fault, and move forward. All complaining is gonna do is hold you back. Complaining about the stage you at is gonna hold you back. That's all it's gonna do. So realize that you have to get the work done. You have to put in the work. Put in the work all day, every single day. The work don't stop. The grind don't stop. Grind financially. You grind spiritually. You grind physically. Everything is a grind. Everything is work. Everything has progression. Get to work. Remain detached. Separate from your situation. Separate from life. Separate from your feelings, your emotions. That's why I say live as a spirit, not as the human. Because your human self is the one going through all these problems. Your human self is the one going through all this bullshit. Your spirit don't care about that. Your spirit is not bothered by that. That's your human. Your spirit is already peaceful. Like I said in another video, you already have peace. You just got a bunch of shit clogging it up. You got a bunch of bullshit piled up on top of your peace. And until you get rid of this and get rid of that, get rid of that, your peace is never gonna float back up to the top. So right now your peace is pushed down. Then once you conquer these situations, you're gonna bring your peace back up, bring your peace back out. But the thing is, once you get peace, you start taking things for granted. You start taking negativity for granted because you feel like you just so much at a high vibration. And then you lose your peace and you're like, damn, what happened? I was just at a high level. I was just at a high vibration. Now I'm at the lowest of all lows I ever been at. What happened to me? It's because you stopped doing the work. You got that little piece of peace and you took life for granted. You stopped doing what you did to get you to that point in the first place. If you're feeling disconnected, get back to doing the things that had you connected. Get back to doing the things that was raising your vibration, that kept you with a high vibration every single day. You have to talk to yourself, ask yourself what the problem is. And once you figure out what the problem is, now you conquer that problem. And you have to realize nothing lasts forever. Everything is temporary. And like I said, even peace is temporary. That's why you have to work and work to maintain it. Peace is temporary. Pain is temporary. If it wasn't temporary, it'll last forever. Your peace don't last forever. Because if you start working at your peace, if you go around some negativity and see if you still got peace, do a bunch of bullshit with your life. Let negative people around you. Put yourself in negative environments. Start making dumb decisions and see if you still got peace. You not, because it's temporary. Everything is temporary. So once you realize that, you maintain the things that you want to maintain, and you get rid of the other things that's gonna naturally fly away. Your negativity is gonna go away on its own. But you have to put the work in. Realize everything is temporary. The negative situation you're in not gonna last. But it's up to you how long it lasts. It's up to you how long the situation you in is going to last. It could be days, it could be weeks, it could be months, it can be years. I know so many people that struggle and still struggling with their life to this day, and it's been years. 5, 10, 15, 20 years, 30 years. And when I'm adding all these years, it's because I know people of these ages that's going through bullshit. I know somebody that's 30 still going through bullshit. Somebody 40 or 50 still going through bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Not bullshit. I'm talking about bullshit as far as their life hasn't changed. They still living in the cycle because they not making improvements in their life. So your life not gonna change until you do. Your life not gonna change until you start making better decisions. Your life not gonna change till you put in the work to get it to change. When you see everybody life changing, they change their lives. Their life just not changing by itself. Your life not gonna get better on its own. You ain't gonna just be able to sit around, not do nothing, and think your life gonna improve. Anybody that level up in life, they put in the work to get there. You can't just sit on your ass all day, not do nothing, and think you gonna get somewhere in life. Even once you realize none of this shit matters, it's like okay, nothing matters. Now what? You can be broke just because you realize nothing matters. Money fake. Now you just gonna be broke because you feel like money fake. You ain't gonna go to work. You gonna be a bum cause money don't, cause money fake. Cause you think you're spiritual, you don't want to work. You think you're spiritual, so you don't want to get your own crib. You don't want to get your own car. You know what I'm saying? We stop playing, man. Life is real. I'm out.